It's day one, folks. It's 7:12 in the morning for me, so I'm very, like, just waking up brain. Like, I just got up brain. Like, I got up, I used the bathroom, I got dressed, I opened up my Etsy site, and then I pressed film. I'm very tired. But I will say I'll try to, like, pick myself up a little bit. Hi, my name is Jasmine. I run the crochet right here on YouTube. I don't know why I've committed to doing that for so long. I think I'm just doing it. But it's the first day of Yarnmas. If you didn't see my intro, so what Yarnmas is going to be, go watch that. Go watch that first. This probably isn't going to make sense. But just in case you didn't, it's basically a personalized 24-day advent calendar that my best friend has made and set up for me. And now I'm doing it. So I don't know what any of the yarn is that she bought. She coded them all. So this one's called PCG-BG and PCG-CG. Now I do know a little bit about what her code is, because I know her, obviously. So like when she's doing something, she'll go FTF, right? And then it would be Filbert the Fluffy, you know, cow, but I said T, so, but it would be something like that, where she, like, uses the first of each initial. So, like, if it was, like, Burnett Blanket, for example, it would probably be BB, and then in the color, so let's say pale gray, for instance, BBPC, something like that. My brain's not functioning this early, but it's something like that. And she did tell me that day one is a prompt day, so there is a pattern that I'm gonna have to get. So I just pulled up my computer on Etsy to see what it looks like for the first time with you guys, because I don't know what patterns she bought. I didn't look. I don't know what the yarn is. I don't know what the pattern is. I don't know what I'm going to spend my next 13 hours doing. It's too early for this. I guess I can't still any longer, and I just have to open this up first and see what it is. I'm going to keep it in shot. Also, just look how cute this wrapping paper is. Beside the point. Beside the point. I am excited, though, to see what all of this is, because I don't know what it is. Well, how fun would it be to put my hand in first and then not see it? It feels like it should be blanket yarn, but it's not blanket yarn. Oh! Premier Parfait Chunky Glitz. This one's obviously black. Okay, Premier Parfait Chunky Glitz. That's kind of cute. They're sparkly. I don't really... Okay, I will say, if you didn't see the intro video, my friend bought half the yarn from... Not more than half the yarn from Premier Yarn, and then the rest of the yarn from Joann's, which I don't really shop at frequently. So I didn't know that this was a thing. This is cool. They're like glittery. So the black one is the shade Black Glitz, and the red one is this shade Cardinal Glitz. I dropped it in the bag, which had the paper in it. I needed to see that. I love these, but I don't know what I'm making out of them yet. It's on this thing. Oh no. First, I will say that was everything in this bag, so I'm just going to crumple it up and throw it away first. But, so the colors are sparkly black and sparkly red. It's going to be inverse on camera, you're not going to be able to see it, but it says make a bath mitt, and then she drew like, a little bath mitt. Oh, that's adorable. I don't know which bath mitt she's referring to, but I have my computer on my lap. I guess I'm going to sign in to my Etsy real quick, and then I will figure it out. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I haven't made one before, but she knows that I've been wanting to make one. I actually have a cute pattern for like a purse bath mitt that I wanted to do, and I just haven't done it yet. And like, I never have time. I never give myself time to do the things that I personally want to do. I know there's a Cult of the Lamb one too that looked pretty cool, but once again, I haven't done it yet. Okay. Okay, I'm on my Etsy. I'm a little scared. Baphomet crochet pattern. Amigurumi plush toy cow devil goth Halloween medium size updated versioning digital download only. So this is the pattern that she bought, which looks good. I'll give her that. It looks good. These are in acrylic and they're already big, so I'm a little nervous if this is going to be enough yarn to make that. If it isn't, then obviously I'll still make an acrylic version in the closest I have to this with red and black, that is. But I'm definitely not going to have either of them in glitter. But I'll order more yarn by the end of the video to finish off any project that I couldn't get. This looks dope though. I'm excited for this. I have to download it though. This looks cool though. I'm excited. I'm excited. This looks dope. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. She didn't give me directioning other than just like the two colors, so I guess I can pick if I want the main body to be black or if I want the like main body to be the red color. I don't know, what does a Baphomet usually look like? None of the ones that she had were black and red. I guess I should probably put crochet Baphomet into my search bar. That's not great, is it? That's not great, is it? Okay, so it's usually the red color that's the main. I just googled like crochet Baphomets and it's usually the red color that's the main body. Okay. So we're going to use our red color as the main body, and then I am going to use the black color as the accent. They're glitzies, and it's a Baphomet. This is going to be fun. What size hook does this need? I'm hoping this is going to be enough yarn. Size 6, super bulky, so I need my 8mm. So I'm going to get this started, and then I'll give you little updates. I'll probably give you an update when I have like the body of it done, and then the details, and then everything else, because I don't know how long it's going to take me, and I'm not going to sit here and crochet like in person, because it's 7:19 now. Like I said, I literally just woke up. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm going to get breakfast, I'm going to get started, and then I'll bring you back with an update. I'm back. My hair is up in a teeny weeny bun. As you remember, it was 7 a.m. when I filmed the beginning part of this, so I was not a happy camper. I got a little bit of caffeine in me, so I'm a little bit more up there in the energy. But it's currently 1 p.m. for me. Yeah, that was a lot of time. The red ball of yarn is completely used up, and this is the remnants of the black color that I had, and I only got enough yarn to do the head, which kind of sucks. But I can't blame my bestie because she doesn't crochet, so she doesn't know yarn measurements. So I can't blame her on that one. All I can say is I get to order more of this yarn because it's pretty. It's all sparkly on camera. I like it. But the head is huge. So I got, oh, there's a little bit of it. I got the head done like I said. It's giant. So the entire ball of red is literally just the head itself. I did finish it. I did have to close the head a row or two early. So I kind of got a couple holes down there on the bottom because of that. I tried fixing them the best that I could. And I got both of the horns done. And I tried doing the like embroidered like upside down star, but does that look like a star? Maybe Patrick's star, but not a Baphomet star. It just doesn't look right. This is huge though, like next to my head, like if I could fit their horn, like this is, they're quite big. I will say the one thing that I do like about the Premier Yarn labels is that when you open them up like this, there is a tiny ruler up at the top. So let's see. This marks 12, and then if I were to try to not move my finger that much, It's about 24 inches across from horn to horn, which is insane. And about 8 inches from the top of the head to the bottom of the head, and I'm just doing that by holding up the little ruler they have on the side there. But yeah, about 24 inches across here and 8-ish inches across here is crazy. It's just big. It's just big. I don't know why the horns look like this. I'm not a big fan of the horns, but I personally think I just did them wrong. Like, I personally just think that I kind of messed that up. But they do look nice considering what they are. I love the black yarn more than the red yarn, because with the black yarn you can see a lot more of the glitter, although I will say the red yarn is still beautiful. I will say though, when you're working with like glitter infused or like tinsel infused stuff like that, when you're working with the glitter infused yarn, because this is the glitz one. I'm guessing metallized polyester. I'm guessing that is the formal term for the glitz in it. So whenever you're working with a yarn like that, it kind of gives you like the icks after the glitter has like rubbed up against your hands for so long. You get the little icks, and I'm not really into the icks, but it did take longer for me to get the icks. It took me like 2.5-ish hours to do this, more so 3 hours, which isn't that bad, but considering it's still not really great, considering I didn't get to finish the plushie. But this is the head. I have informed my bestie of my decision. Okay, sorry about that. There was a lot of background noise, people just getting in the house. I just figured it would be better to pause it and do a weird cut rather than try to like minimize the noise or me trying to like over enunciate over them. So just did an awful cut because I don't know how editing works. But yeah, I informed my friend of this decision. I am going to wait until the end of Yarnmas and keep these labels so that way I can buy out the rest of the yarn to finish this. At least get the snout and the ears that it's supposed to have, which I didn't consider how I was going to sew the ears with the horns. I guess it's a future me problem. It's not a me problem. I don't have the yarn, so it's not a her problem. But I'm going to keep the labels just so I can remember the colors and the exact yarn so I can finish this eventually. But I told her, I was like, I can get some more yarn like that I have on me to try to make a full version. And she was like, yeah, it's not her fault. She didn't know yarn, and she'll have more experience after this year, so next year, if I do Yarnmas again, it'll be better. But I do have some velvet, which I don't like using velvet that much, so this is an otter pretty much. But these are basically both brand new balls of velvet. This one's just missing its label, so I don't know the color of it. I would just assume it's pastel pink. I don't know. But this one is Burnett Baby Velvet in the color Snowy White, so yeah. Sorry I don't have the pink one's label. It kind of barked everywhere, as you can see by me winding it up. But I have these two, so I'm going to try and make a velvet version of this, which will not be this massively huge, but it will still be cool. I don't have a glitter-infused velvet to do, but I'm going to do this, and then I'll update you at the end of the day when I have this done now. But I will say real quick, though, since I wanted to do like a little giveaway by the end of this, I've been trying to get rid of all of my wax candles because I have way too many. I have 2 huge bags of candles because I buy them because I'm like, oh, these smell nice, and then you never light them. Well, I've been on a binge lighting spree the last 3 days, but when the candles run out, I don't like them just like burning still, so I kind of just been pouring the wax into a little mold that I have, which I'll reach and get. So excuse the off-camera-ness. If you remember from my waxing video where I tried waxing for the first time, if you're interested in seeing a little bit of pain and suffering, I would go watch that. But I got this to put leftover wax in because I didn't want to waste any, because I planned on using it, which I have not re-waxed since that video. But my hairs haven't come in that fast, so I guess waxing was a good move. But I had this silicone rose mold from it, and I just wanted to say this quick that I've been using. So whenever the wax on the candles, like burn out, the candles fully die, I've been pouring the wax out. So like here's the big rose, and then here's one of the littler roses. And there is a third smaller one. I have a problem, as you can see. There's 2 more big roses, more big roses, more big roses. And then there would be this really teeny tiny small one. So you've got the big one, the small one, and then nothing apparently. The medium-sized rose colors. And like I said, I've been trying to binge these. So I have quite a lot now of these that I plan on using in my wax melters. So that way I'm not like wasting the candle wax. I can just reheat them in my wax melter, which was such a nice, clever idea, right? But I figured if you guys really like the look of these little rose inserted wax melters, maybe, I don't know, drop a color that you like, or I'll just keep burning my candles, and by the end of this you have a whole assortment bouquet, if you will, of just wax melts, and maybe I'll include some of these in the giveaway too, so that way, I don't know, I just feel like it'd be a little bit fun, so that way you're not just like winning something, you're like getting more in return. But I'm going to take the velvet yarn now, and I'm going to crochet the next half of it, so come back with an update, and hopefully I have a finished version. Okay, so it is now super late at night, or at least in my opinion, because I go to bed early because I'm waking up at 7 a.m. It's currently 10:09, I'm looking at my clock. And I wish day 1 didn't have to be a fail. But, as you remember, this was the head in the original black and in the original red that my bestie had gotten me, but obviously I did not have enough yarn. That was not her fault. So I took the velvet pink and the velvet white, and I was going to make a pastel version of the Baphomet pattern that she bought me, but I just kind of ran out of time. But I did get this far, which is a little bit better than only getting this far. Obviously, they're a little lopsided. I am missing a foot, a tail, both horns, and the embroidery bits. And the ears. So I'm still missing quite a bit of parts. But as you can see, the white is just starting to be added to the pink. This is as far as I'm going to get it tonight, because I have to do tomorrow's thing, which I don't know what I'm getting tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. But I will say that I have a love-hate relationship with velvet yarn, so this isn't my like favorite thing on the planet right now. If you look around the head especially, you can see all of the little holes and stuff. It's just because my gauge is wrong. Your gauge, your tension, whatever. Your hook's too big, essentially, for what you're doing. But Velvet Yarn says to use a size 7mm crochet hook. And I actually went down to a size 6mm crochet hook. So I went down an entire hook size. And I'm still having all those little holes in the back. Yeah, those are noticeable. Noticeable. Also, this is a custom crochet hook, if you're curious about those. I always say I want to make a video showing them all off, because I paid so much money to get all of them. But this is as far as I'm getting for tonight. I will keep this to the side, so if, let's say for instance, I finish my project early tomorrow, I will come back to this and I will finish this. And then, you know, so on and so forth. Let's say I don't finish day 3's thing, and then I move on to 4, and then let's say I finish 4 right at night, and then I go to 5, and then I work on 3 immediately after finishing 5. So I don't know when this will be finished, but it should hopefully be finished before the end of December, because if not, it's not only 1 fail in the first episode, it's 2 fails in the first episode. But take a look at the difference between the sizes here next to my head. Like, that's still pretty huge. I didn't use acrylic. I wanted to keep with the larger theme, since she could have picked acrylic, because my bestie doesn't know much about crochet, but she knows enough to know acrylic and blanket. I can't blame her for the velvet, but I didn't have enough blanket yarn, honestly, to do something of this size and nature, so this is what we're doing. But I don't know, I feel like it's kind of a fail. I will say, though, I did get a Joann's package in the mail today, so just to show I'm not opening these. I don't know what this yarn is. I mean, I can feel that there's 2 of them in here. Does that mean it's for 2 different days or the same day, or if it's the same color? I don't know. But obviously I'm not going to flip the other side because it's got the shipping label on it. But you can see Joann's up at the top. It's not open because I'm giving it to my best friend tomorrow to wrap it, as well as 4 other packages sitting over there. I really hate how Joann's ships things in multiple packages. But for day 1, we had our first prompt, which she did tell me that there are 3 actual prompts, and those are on day 1, day 13, and day 24. And I know what day 24's is. I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil it. I know what the prompt is. I told you in the introductory video that I knew what one of the prompts was. It's day 24. It's the final one. I helped pick it. I get, well, 23-day advent calendar here. Correct, call my bluff. But I wanted to do the little song thing like I said in the intro. So, on the first day of Yarnmas, my bestie gave to me 2 unfinished Baphomet things. I'll fine-tune it. I'll edit it out, but we're almost there. And I figured since this is the exit, I'd just do a fun little thing. So I have day 2's thing right here. It's obviously only 1 ball of yarn today. Well, tomorrow. I'm not opening it yet. I just wanted to show you what tomorrow has in store in terms of the size of it. And also, the code is so weird today for tomorrow. Like, I'm confused. It's PPC PPNN Day. Your guess is as good as mine. But this is the package for tomorrow. I'm excited to see what tomorrow holds, so I'll see you then.